Happy Friday, Warriors. Hope you're having a great week. If you've been following the background, here we have the baseboard and the drywall in now. So that's a big phase. It's looking like something now. So thanks for everyone's help that participated in it. I want to thank Gerald Nichols from last week's Mountain Mover Spotlight. He had the golf background, the birds chirping. It was awesome to see. Next week's Mountain Mover Spotlight is Josh Carson with Moss. He's a great friend, full of wisdom. I know he's going to bring us a great word next week. There were a lot of feedback points from this week's daily motivations, and they kind of kept building on each other this week. And the first one was, if you tell me how you get your feeling of importance, I'll tell you what you are. And that's a tough one to ask. Where do we get our feeling of importance? So some other ways of asking that is, who am I? What is my purpose? Who am I called to be? And I know in my journey, it was things like money, title, friends, a lot of things, chasing the wrong things that even when I got them, I still felt pretty hollow. But now it's, who am I? I'm a child of God. What is my purpose? I'm building an army of mountain movers. And that's always facing forward. That always fills my tank when it's something bigger than myself and something to chase that's significant. So asking yourself, where do you get your feeling of importance? What is your purpose, and who are you? Who are you called to be? And this week we had Matt Shelton on, that we got into some serious stuff talking about human trafficking with the 1720 podcast. And before he came on, he dropped an email, and the last sentence kind of rocked my foundation. It was, let's have a dream that's so big it's destined to fail without divine intervention. Let that soak in. Do you have dreams that big that without God jumping into the situation, it's impossible? Why do we sell ourselves short on some of our dreams and aspirations? And maybe because we're not dreaming big enough, because we're not thinking big enough beyond our own situation. And that leads us to the last one. Old Jeffrey Bodine here in our office gave us a poem about good enough, and making sure that we don't settle for good enough. Because anytime we say good enough, we're settling for something. We could have put in our best effort. We could have dreamed bigger. We could have went for more. And so asking those questions around your purpose, your identity, is it tied to something bigger than yourself? Because good enough is not good enough. Finish strong, and I hope you have a great weekend.